YouTube, this is TerrenceRe coming back with another live market update. So I wanted to come back and do a market update on Bitcoin. Well, I got my screen pretty much blank. There are no indicators on it. I'm gonna mark it up live for you and show you some of the things that I look for. And I also think it's prevalent right now to talk about or discuss Bitcoin because right now they are the government is going over whether or not they're going to how they're going to regulate, like I guess regulate it, and also reporting and IRS and this, that, and the third. So a lot of people, that was the draw to Bitcoin, is avoiding regulation and this, that, and they coming down, they're gonna regulate it. So trust me, they're gonna be able to keep tabs on that just like they can keep tabs on anything else. But let's go ahead and look at this chart, and I'm gonna show you what I see, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna close up this watch list just so you can see the full screen. I'll bring that back in, and we'll see what it's showing on the news ticker. We're on the Thinkorswim platform. So you see right here today, we had a Bitcoin had a nice move. It's up about 8% on the day. So basically, I see something, and the reason why I wanted to do the video because um, I see something that stuck out to me, a gap. Now, I'm gonna I'm gonna show you this gap right here, and this comes from, what day was this? May 14th. And then on May 17th, which that had to have been a Monday, where it gapped down. So I don't know what happened that day, but we can see it must have been it. I guarantee you it was some news if we went back and tracked that. You see that gap, that gray box? That's where the market, it closed right here at, on that Friday at, see, 49,200. On that Monday, it opened up at 45,295, and then it closed at 44,595. And then you can see it kind of went down from there, and here we go, and it gap up. So a lot of times when you get these gaps in the market, you some traders will trade the gap and go with it. This is a daily chart, so some traders will just get in and on that gap and keep going with it, whichever direction. Um, if some traders will wait till you come back and get in it, retraces to that gap, and you would use that gap as at resistance or support. So I'm looking at this gap right here as possible resistance. I seen it on CNBC. They were saying that people were saying that 46,000 was the, you know, it's, I guess you could estimate right around in here. So we could see what we get from here. I personally, if I was going to trade it, I own a little bit of Bitcoin, but I don't really trade it. I just buy it and just don't even pay no attention to it. I don't own enough to, be worrying about it. I'm just doing it because it's popular and a lot of people are want to, that's everybody's talking Bitcoin. I did buy some Cardano today because it's cheap. I don't know anything. It's cheap. Speculating. It's a speculative asset, cheap, and I bought it on my SoFi in my SoFi account. I'm gonna do something on SoFi. I love the way SoFi is set up as banking. I put a link in the description for you to click on if you want to open a bank account with SoFi. I think you can do everything in it, and you can buy crypto there. And so I bought some crypto there right before I came on the air to do this. So back to the chart. So we got this gap here. What I'm looking to see is either, depending on I think the news could be the catalyst. And we can kind of look and see right now. I'm gonna bring this back up. Now what I'm gonna do, you see right here, I got this red one right here. I'm gonna click right over here where this link is, where it says symbol link, and click red. It's gonna automatically give me the news for Bitcoin. It's gonna link the news to my chart. So basically, Carl Icahn was on CNBC today talking about crypto. So if I wanted to know, and then you got someone called the drop. Now the chart master says there's a new key level for Bitcoin. Whoever this chart master guy. So you can kind of look at the news for whatever stock or future that you're looking at, or Forex. If you're trading Forex as a currency, you can look at it on here and you can find the news on it, right? And that's all this. It's just telling me if I wanted to look at the news and see what's going on for Bitcoin. Actually, this is back from May 26th, so it don't even have no late news on it. And that could be because this is the future Bitcoin and not actually which this tracks Bitcoin. So, most traders, that if you're on TD Ameritrade, that's how you trading it. So let's look at it. Let's look. So what I would like to see, or what I think will happen, we'll get something up into here. You may either get it may bust through this and keep going, right? What I think will happen is that it'll come here and then pull back. Maybe later on tonight, today, sometime, or tomorrow, it'll come up in here and then pull back. And then pull back into this level right here. And then maybe you can another buy opportunity for people who want to buy in and get long. So you can buy in right there. And that's how I would chart that. That's how I pretty much do gaps, you know, whenever I'm trading at all, when I'm looking for a gap. You can see up here where it gapped down. I'll show you where it gapped down right here. See how it gapped down? It gapped down right here, pulled back into the gap, and then came down. Right? So that's what it reached. This became resistance. Right? It came up into here. You got wicks up in here. And then the sellers won out, or the bears, or whatever you want to call it. And it continued to go down. Same thing I think may happen here. Come here, pull back, and then the buyers will come in and buy it right here. And then it come up and then bust through. And then your next level will be somewhere up in here. So I'll lead this up. And I'll come back and I'll do, we'll check it out maybe in like a week or two, or maybe tomorrow I'll do another video on it. And, I hope you guys got something out of it. But you could do this. I'm going to pull up. I'll show you when I was getting ready to do the video, I was trying to find something else in the stock. Let's look at Facebook. Look at Facebook. Gap down right here. Let's look at this gap. See what it did? That's what I'm talking about. This is some basic technical analysis. Gap down, pull back into the gap. Now you got some wicks. Now, I don't know what's going to happen next, but to me, this is a great area to place a trade. You say, well, what kind of trade? To be honest with you, a high probability option trade. You're at a place to where this is either going to be resistance or it's going to bust through here and continue to the upside. Now, are you bullish on the market or are you bearish? That's for you to decide. I could give you a trade either way. Me personally, if I had to make a trade here, I'm going bearish. I would probably put like right here. Let me look at the IV rank. It got low IV. So I don't really want to sell premium. I probably would buy a put spread. Or you could just, I don't really like to sell premium, unless the IV rank is high. And that means that options are expensive. When the IV rank is high, options are expensive. You want to sell them. You want to sell. If you can sell insurance, if you can sell fire insurance right now in California, it's high, right? It's high all over the West Coast. Over in Greece, they have fires going on. You want to sell fire insurance, right? That's the same thing. That's how you think about high volatility and options. When the ball is high and the house is on fire, when everybody else is running out of their positions because most people don't know how to trade to the downside. So they just sell out of their positions. They getting rid of stocks. The same thing happens. And so you want to be selling. You want to be selling options to people who want to buy them. You got some people that want to buy dips. So let them buy the dip. They want to buy call options. You sell it to them. So, if I had to make a trade here, Just because IV is low, I'd buy a put option, which is getting you bearish right here. But it's a great place. Either way it go, I think you're going to get a move right here, a big move. You know, you may get a little pullback into here. And if you bought a put spread, you don't need much of a pullback to make a little bit of money. But I hope you guys got something out of the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Next video, I think I'm going to talk up a little bit about SoFi, why I like the bank, this, that, and the third. I think they actually, I'll chart their stock up as well because I think they had their IPO not too long ago. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.